Hello and welcome to Patrick's Models and Transports. Here we are on a summer day with the cicadas singing in the background, or cicale. You can hear them. They're very loud. So this is real. There's no sound effects around here. And this quite hot summer Italian setting, we're ready to perform the comprehensive test run of the Freelance railcar. I've not decided what to call this railcar yet. It will be an ELN class, meaning an automotrice leggera nafta, meaning a diesel lightweight railcar. That's the translation of the Italian bureaucratical term, which uses the old-fashioned word nafta for diesel. Nowadays, generally in Italy, we call it gasolio, but the old term is nafta, which incidentally in Argentinian Spanish, nafta is petrol. And this comes from the old name of oil, of petroleum. I think it was, if I don't remember well, either Persian or Assyrian. Now, please correct me if I'm saying something wrong. Nafta. Anyway, nafta, in common language in Italy, in particular people who are older or who heard this word used a lot, like myself, I often use the term nafta for diesel. No, I will say, I don't know, la macchina è una macchina col motore a nafta or a macchina col motore a gasolio. So that's just a curiosity, a language curiosity. So N, for example, here we have a Fiat 682N. The N stood for nafta, to specify that it had a diesel engine. Okay, so a few words on last night's tests. After the previous video, the first video you saw was a little bit temperamental. It's always a bit temperamental because it has plunger pickups, and plunger pickups don't really like a regular track and all the rest of it. And I did a wee test run before. I applied another spot of technical petroleum jelly to the split axles to improve smooth running and electrical conductivity, and I think we're ready for the test run. So it tends to be a bit temperamental on the frogs, on the insulated frogs. So the trick is to keep your hand on the controller and make sure you have a good turn of speed when you're doing when you're crossing points, like in this case. So off we go. In fact, you saw I had it stuttered a spot. I'm keeping it at 50 now, which is a good realistic speed for a rail car. I'll have to close those points. So I'm going really slow now. I'm under the 50 mark. Even there, it doesn't slow down anymore because in the meantime I ran trains, so all the points have got cleaned by running. I'm going to close these points, that way we can turn the very good crawler, huh? As you can see, the interior is visible. I'm reversing a spot. You can see the interior. Now I'm doing everything in natural light. Oops, that was a bit of an earthquake, sorry. I bet they didn't like that one. We're going to reverse now. It goes at the same turn of speed, same performance in the other direction. Slows down a spot on these points, but that's quite a natural thing, which would anyway happen in real life. You don't go flying over the points at speed. But there's no stuttering, no misbehaving. And I can really, once I've got it going, I can really crawl. Because right now we're under the 50% mark. And it makes quite a realistic noise. The colours are the colours of the typical colours of the railways in concession, they call them, Ferrovie in Concessione, of the Società Ferrovie Venete, which also operated the local trains, the rail cars between Udine and Cividale, where I was in the army in Udine. So they remind me of those trains. So I have to think of a class number, because this is a sort of the missing link between the traditional Italian front twin engine, vertical engine, bus style rail car and the underfloor ALN 668. It's a what if, with some touches of some Reggiane rail cars that were on some of the private railways. Reggiane being a large engineering company from Reggio Emilia, which was also famous for its fighter planes during the war, the Reggiane, RE 2000, 2001, 2005. And we can see that it's going really smoothly. And this is a locomotive chassis, so it has a lot of torque and a lot of pulling power, and it will be perfect coupled up to the trailer car that I'm going to build. You can see in this view how the acrylic diamond lights are glistening in the natural light, and you can actually see the interior here. So I think even those windows that are painted sort of silvery blue, applying the 3-foot rule or 1 meter rule, everything looks quite nice. So I told you there's going to be a first class, like on an ALN 668, we'll also have a first class row of seats. So I'm going to apply a second class 2 here and here. I found some decals among the material that I got that belong to the unknown French, I call them the unknown French craftsmen. I've got some decal numbers, yellow, and so I'll put a 2 and a 2 here, and then here I'll put a number 1. So this will be the first class row. So the lucky first class tickets will be able to sit right here and listen to all the noise from the engine. Isn't that nice? A bit for us. We're the kind of people that would probably like that. And I've got an idea about the trailer car. Something, so the same pattern, but slightly different. Because of course this is the rail car, the design of this rail car is for this particular railway that I operate. As if somebody in real life were foolish enough to let me operate a railway. It would probably go at a loss. Anyway, in the meantime, the traffic is still in the same condition. And so I'm also going to still have to make the destination boards. I've had a look at various pictures of Italian destination boards. And when I eventually get to make those decals, I will also reveal the name of the town, of this railway settlement that we have, which can morph into an empty marshalling yard, into a station. When I do these very basic videos, I always like to add the signal box. I think that gives a touch of life You've seen in previous videos, usually there's a couple of houses. There's two blocks here, there's another block here, and of course the station's over there in that gap, right? Plus the platforms. But as I told you in yesterday's video, I can't put all the stuff out now because this is up until tomorrow. Then I have to take it down because I've got workmen coming to do a job in the living room and kitchen, to the living room and kitchen ceiling, and I have to move some things in this studio, so there will be an armchair in here. So another armchair, because there's already an armchair there, but there will be the other armchair, my armchair from the living room. So this is up only to do the tests. Okay, right, let's give it another run. I've been chatting along too much. We're already at 10 minutes video. Let's go the other direction. Okay, got stuck on a diamond on it. And got stuck, of course, on the points because I was going too slowly, plus the diamond crossing. And on the layout, you can see a Corbellini car. That's the last one a friend of mine gave me. My friend, the owner of the Rivarossi tram, he gave me that brown Corbellini over there as a present. And here's the Rocco Rova DB carriage that we've never used on the layout so far. We did the jobs. The repair jobs, changing the axle and all the rest of it. So we're going to be running, I'll make a few videos seeing the boards out, mainly Italian stuff. So I've got a box of, you might guess what's coming out considering there's a Corbellini. But that's all for this video. Let's go the other direction. And I think we're going to go and stop. Let this run another few times. Let's give it a turn of speed now. I'm going up towards the 75 mark. It's very happy when it's going fast, of course. We're at sort of between 50 and 75. In the meantime, we have Ivor the engine here doing a spot of shunting on the internal line. He's got a coal wagon, and of course he got stuck on a point because it wouldn't be that those set of points there are always oxidized. I've cleaned them. They always annoy me. Ah, there we go. Got stuck again. It's the fun of using old second-hand stuff. Gonna have to give them a really good clean. I think these points here, I'm going to have to really clean them. I cleaned them with with the lighter fluid last night. I'm going to have to attack them with the fiberglass pencil. Because being sidings, I don't have a lot of trains running over them, and those are Jouef points. And generally I have various Jouef points, and this is a Jouef point as well. These internal points are all Jouef, and they're quite good. This one here has a tendency, it tends to oxidize. A speeding train here, turning the speed of the rail car down a bit. In the meantime, we're doing some shunting. Let's go the other way. Change the points. Okay. I'm going to change these points. We don't want to accidentally go on the main line now. I'm just stopping either here, and we'll have a look now. So I want to send, might not get hit by a train. In fact, I think we'll actually use our point lever to open these points and send. I think I'll use my hand. Right, we're going to slow down now. Slow down a spot, and we're going to go into the station. There we are. You see that it doesn't have problems with these internal points. They're Jouef points. It's very happy with them. It tends to hiccup a bit on the Mechano points. And that 1 and 2, they are new Mechano points that I bought. New ones. They're not second hand. There. Of course, it's a Mechano point. It got stuck. I was going too slow. Okay, there we are. The cicadae or the cicale are going the dinger again, and I think that's enough for the moment. See you later. We're going to also do another test in the next video. Ciao, ciao.